Did you say $30,000, Mr. Spencer?
Yeah, 30, maybe 40, Mr. Green.
Well.
Yes, I thought I might settle down here for a while. Great country, great country.
We think so. What have you been doing, Mr. Spencer?
Well, I suppose you'd call me a promoter. Real estate, shipping, South America. It's not hard to make money, Mr. Green. The only trouble I find is that once I make it, I'm not interested in it.
Not interested in money?
Well.
Harry, I wonder... Oh, dear, I didn't know you were busy. I could come back.
Come in, Ella. Now that you're here, come in. Mr. Spencer, this is Mrs. Potter.
Oh, Emma's brother. Oh, we've heard so much about you, Mr. Spencer.
How do you do, Miss Potter?
Oh, no, Mrs. Potter. I'm a widow.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was something about you that made me think...
Yes?
What did you want, Ella?
Oh, well, I was going shopping and I only had $5, and I thought...
There you are. I'll make out the withdrawal slip later.
There is something to being a widow, isn't there, Mr. Spencer? One doesn't have to ask a man for money anyway. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Potter.
Now, Mr. Spencer, where were we?
Very attractive woman, that Mrs. Potter. A widow, huh?
Yes, Potter left her quite a bit of money.
You don't say.
Okay, Saunders, go ahead and get some pictures of the upstairs room, right? And then we'd like one of you, Miss Charlotte.
All right. Should I change my dress, Mr. Graham?
No, just as you are, please.
Funny you happened to choose our family. Why did you?
Oh, we looked around, asked some questions, thought you were just about what we wanted. And why not choose your family? You haven't got any skeletons in your closet, have you?
Of course we haven't. I wish we did have a few. We're pretty prosaic. You know, your picking us out as an average family gave me kind of a funny feeling.
What kind of a funny feeling?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't like to be an average girl in an average family.
Oh, average families are the best. Look at me. I'm from an average family.
As average as ours?
Sure. Besides, I don't think you are average.
Oh, that's because you're seeing me now. You should have seen me a few days ago. I was in the dumps. And then Uncle Charlie came, and he's so wonderful he's waked us all up. He makes me feel wonderful, too.
But he only got here last night. You haven't seen him in a long time. Maybe you just think that...
I don't think. I know. It's funny. When I try to think how I feel, I always come back to Uncle Charlie. Are you trying to tell me not to think he's so wonderful?
Why would I do that? I haven't even seen him.
He's not interested in the survey, Mr. Graham. I promised him he wouldn't be bothered.
But you see, the whole idea of this thing
When
is...
someone asks for privacy, he should have it.
Okay, Miss Charlotte.
I'll take the roll of film, please.
What's the matter? I only wanted
Give
to
it to me.
Uncle Charlie, what's the matter?
Hey, Graham, I took some shots of the upstairs hall, and this guy was there, and he
I
wants...
said give me that film. I don't like to be photographed. Give it to me, please.
Give it to him, Fred.
Okay. Too bad, though. Mrs. Newton's on this roll, too.
Here.
Thank you. Sorry to trouble you.
That's all right. Oh, Miss Charlotte, I wonder if you'd show me around the town this evening. I'd like to pick up some atmosphere.
Why, of course.
Thanks. I'll drop around about 8. Come on, Saunders.
I can't get over your breaking your arm when you were 10 and my breaking my arm when I was 10 in exactly the same place.
My wanting to run away from home and you wanting to run away from home.
I didn't want to, really. It was just a gesture.
I didn't want to either. I guess I was just showing off.
Well, you don't have to show off with me. Shall we sit down?
Sure.
You know, Mr. Graham, I think you must have an awfully interesting job. Going into people's houses, asking a lot of questions. Just like an international spy. That tune you're whistling.
Yeah?
Why did you whistle that?
No particular reason. Why do you ask?
There's something strange about you. All those questions, the things you want to know.
Charlotte, listen.
I know what you are. You're a detective. There's something the matter, and you're a detective.
Listen to me.
I don't want to listen.
I came here to this town to find a man. I hadn't counted on you.
Find a man? What man?
There's a man loose in this country. We're after him. We don't know much about him. We don't even know what he looks like. Charlotte, think. How much do you know about your uncle?
Why, he's my uncle. He's my mother's brother. What has he done?
I can't tell you what he's done, but this man we want may be your uncle.
Well, I don't believe you.
We're after one man. Your uncle may be the man. We think he is. But in the east, there's another man who's being hunted, too. Hunted through Massachusetts and into Maine. He may be the man.
Well, Uncle Charlie hasn't done anything. He knows it would kill my mother if he'd done anything. Why, he's her brother, just like Roger is mine. Why don't they arrest the man in Maine? Why don't you go away and leave us alone?
Charlotte, I'm going to try and make it easy for you. If your Uncle Charlie's the man we want, we'll get him out of town quietly. We won't arrest him here.
Arrest him here? In this town?
I'm trying to tell you we won't. And he may not be the one. It may be the other guy, the one in the east.
Well, of course. It's probably all a mistake.
I hope I'm wrong. I never wanted to be wrong so much in my life.
Charlotte, the library's supposed to close at 9 o'clock sharp.
Yes, I know, Miss Corcoran. I just want to look at this newspaper.
If I make one exception, I'll have to make 1,000. Anyway, that's yesterday's paper.
It's the recipe I wanted. Someone tore it out at home.
Well, hurry up. I'm closing right away.
Police hunt murderer. Boston, Massachusetts, February 8th. In their search for the so-called Mary Widow murderer, the police have thrown a cordon around the northeastern states, and the announcement of his arrest is expected daily. All names he has used are thought to be aliases. When found, he'll be charged with the murder of 3 wealthy women. His victims have uniformly been widows of large means. His latest victim was Mrs. Bruce Mathewson, the former musical comedy star known to audiences at the beginning of this century as Teresa Shenley. P.S. From the end. The ring. P.S. Teresa Shenley.
Come on now, everybody sit down. Dinner's ready.
Where's Charlie? I haven't seen her all day.
Been in her room. Had a headache.
Oh, I'm glad she's had a good rest. She's not looking like herself at all.
She was out last night with that young journalist fellow, wasn't she?
Yes, I was.
Well, here she is. Here's my girl.
Sit right down, dear.
You won't be able to sleep tonight, Charlotte. Nobody who sleeps all day can sleep all night, too.
Oh, I slept all right. And I kept dreaming. Perfect nightmares. About you, Uncle Charlie.
Nightmares? About me?
About you. I'll tell them to you if you like. You were on a train, and I had a feeling you were running away from something. And when I saw you on the train, I felt happy. Terribly happy.
But, Charlotte, how could you be happy seeing Uncle Charlie on a train? I hope he stays here forever.
Well, I suppose he'll go sometime. He has to go sometime. We have to face the facts.
Now, Charlotte, what's the matter with you?
I guess Charlie slept a little too long. She's not awake yet. I suppose that young fellow kept her out half the night.
No, she got back quite early. I was surprised.
Well, Charlie's a pretty girl. I suppose he's been hanging around today.
He called twice, but she didn't see him. Oh, Charles, you're going to kill me when you hear what I've done.
Emmy, I'd never kill you no matter what you've done.
Well, I've simply promised Mrs. Potter, the president of our club, that you'd speak to the ladies.
Oh, is that all? Well, I guess we can manage that.
For Mrs. Potter, yes. She's a widow, Uncle Charlie.
She'll be so pleased, Charles.
What kind of audience will it be?
Oh, women like myself. Pretty busy with our homes, most of us.
Yes. Yes, most women keep busy in towns like this. Cities is different. Cities are full of women, middle-aged widows. Their husbands are dead. The husbands who spent their lives making thousands, working. And then they die. Leave the money to their wives. Their silly wives. What do the wives do? These useless women. You see them in hotels, best hotels, by the thousands, eating the money, drinking the money, losing the money at bridge, proud of their jewelry, proud of nothing else. Horrible, faded, fat, greedy women.
But they're alive. They're human beings.
Are they? Are they, Charlie? Are they human? Or are they just fat, wheezing animals? What happens to animals when they get too fat and too old?
Mama, I'm going for a walk. I'll be back soon.
Charlotte! Well, what in the world is she... Roger, go after her.
No, I'll go. I'll catch up with her. Charlie, wait.
Let me go, please.
Charlie, what's the matter? Look, we can go to this bar here. I want to talk to you.
You're hurting my arm again.
Then come in with me.
I can't. I've never been in a place like this.
It's all right.
Why do you make me come in here? It's an awful place.
What does it matter where you are? Sit down.
Yeah, what'll it be?
Nothing.
Bring her a ginger ale, and I'll have a double brandy.
Brandy? Okay.
Well, Charlie,
Well,
you think you know something? That young fellow told you something.
Jack, Why should he know anything about you?
Look, Charlie, something's come between us. And I don't want that to happen. Why, we're old friends. More than old friends. Like twins. You said so yourself.
Don't touch me, Uncle Charlie. Don't touch my hand.
What did he tell you? What did that boy tell you?
How could you do things like that? You're my uncle. You're my mother's brother. We thought you were the most wonderful man in the world.
Charlie, what do you know?
I want to give you back your ring, Uncle Charlie. T.S. from B.M. Teresa Shenley from Bruce Mathewson. I'm going home.
No, sit down.